Do not spend this 1957 dime. The coins in this video are very rare and valuable, and I'm going to tell you why. My name is James, and I've helped collectors buy and sell millions in rare collectibles. The sale prices in this video are all backed by real data from top auction houses like Heritage. Let's go ahead and hop right into this video with this first 1957 Denver issued 10-cent Roosevelt dime graded by PCGS at a mint state 66. Now, the first thing you're going to notice about this coin is the toning. Now, toning can play a very important factor on the sale price of your coin, and essentially what toning is based upon how the coin is stored around what type of material and whatever is happening in the air. So essentially the air will oxidize with the metal, causing a discoloration look. Now, this coin was graded by a grading company called PCGS. When it comes to grading your coin, PCGS and NGC are the two #1 best grading companies in the world. So if you want to get your coins graded, we do recommend NGC or PCGS, but before you do that, you must understand the value of your coin, and not every coin is worth getting graded. As a matter of fact, most coins should not be graded unless you just want to do it for fun and lose some money. So this coin right here is 4 points away from the perfect grade of 70, and it's sold for 50 bucks. All right, 1957 Denver issued coin. It is going to be a bit hard to see here, but on the back, bottom center left area to the left of the torch, you will see that D mint mark. Now, the coloration here is absolutely crazy. A lot of crazy coloration going on, and something like this could actually negatively impact the value of the coin based upon who wants to collect it. It looks like damage to a lot of people, but in reality, this coin is actually in really good condition. It was graded by NGC at a mint state 67, and it sold for $47. All right, now look at this stunning coin, $690. 1957 Denver issued Roosevelt dime graded by PCGS at a mint state 67 plus with the full bands. Now, there's a few things to keep in mind about these coins. First of all, toning needs to have the proper lighting to really shine. So check this out. Look at the coin in the slab with normal lighting. You're not going to see that much toning. It just looks like a dirty, kind of darker coin. So once you get your coin under the proper lighting, you can see some really nice toning. There's a caveat. Your coin really needs to be in mint state condition to get these sort of prices. Next, you want to be looking for the full bands or the full torch on the back of your coin. If you have a mint state coin with toning, with the full bands on the back, that is where that big value is going to come in. Now, what does full bands mean? So flip the coin over, look at the back, right on that torch, you are going to see some horizontal bands. Now, those bands are the highest point on the coin. They get worn down the quickest, and during the minting process, they are the hardest area to strike. So look out for full bands, because that is a big contributor in combination with the toning and the grade, which allowed this coin to sell for 690 bucks. Holy smokes, $1,200. This is a 1957 Denver issued 10-cent Roosevelt dime graded by NGC at a mint state 68 star. So this is 2 points away from the perfect grade of 70. It does have the full bands on the back. It does have a star, which means it's in really great eye appeal condition for its specific grade. And check this out. If you'll notice, NGC actually holdered the coin backwards. Now, this is intentional, mainly because of the toning. Now, this style of toning is actually called bullseye toning. It is very rare, very unique, and it's highly sought after. If you have bullseye toning on a very high graded coin, it's going to be worth some good money. This one sold for $1,200 bucks. All right, we're moving right along into some proof coins. This is a 1957 10-cent Roosevelt dime graded by NGC at a proof 69. That means this coin is 1 point away from the perfect grade of 70, and it was graded by NGC, which means the coin is authentic. Now, what is a proof coin? Essentially, a proof coin is produced in a manner that is different than a normally issued coin. Now, proof coins are done one by one by mint employees. They're used mainly as a collector's item. These coins do not go out into circulation or pocket change. And if you didn't know, these coins are produced on a higher velocity and pressure machine, and they're actually struck multiple times to get this nice shiny finish. So you may be asking, how do I know if I have a proof coin? Well, proof coins are going to look very shiny, very lustrous, and the backdrop or field field of the coin is going to look like a mirror. That is how you know if you have a proof coin. They are very rare and they can be very valuable. This one graded only 1 point away from the perfect grade of 70, and that is why it sold for $139. Moving right up, we have a coin that sold for $372. Understand that this coin was graded by PCGS, while the previous coin was graded by NGC. Now, depending on how many people submit this coin to each company will dictate the population of each coin. PCGS has less coins in their population than NGC does. Typically, if a coin has a less of a population for a specific company, it can increase the value of the coin. This coin is graded 1 point lower than the NGC coin at a 69. This one got a 68, but it still sold for more money at $372. $690 for this 1957 10-cent Roosevelt dime graded by PCGS at a mint state 67 with the full bands on the back. So we have coins that are not proof coins, however they are mint state coins. There is no mint mark on these coins, which means these are Philadelphia issued coins. Most of the time it is harder to achieve a high grade in an uncirculated coin than it is as a proof coins. Proof coins just come in better condition to begin with. Uncirculated coins may not be as nice because the process is more automated and they are put through a system where the coins are getting thrown around, dinged up by other coins, so it's harder to get a really nice condition coin that is uncirculated versus a proof coin. This coin also has the full bands on the back, which we know about, and this coin sold for $690. $900 for this 1957 10-cent Roosevelt dime graded by NGC at a mint state 67 plus with the full bands on the back. Not a whole lot to say here. It's a high grade. It has the full torch on the back or the full bands. They pretty much mean the same exact thing, just different verbiage. And this coin sold for $900. Make sure to pick your free coin and currency ebook down below, and we'll see you in the next one.